Since 1992, River City's Humane Society for Cats has provided a safe haven for rescued strays in Northeast Louisiana. Operating solely on adoption and surrender fees, fundraisers, and contributions, River Cities has rescued and adopted over 9,000 animals. All cats are litter box trained, spayed or neutered, tested for feline AIDS and leukemia, socialized and up to date on routine vaccinations. With options like volunteering, donating, adopting, or corporate sponsorship, River Cities welcomes your help as we find forever homes.
Over the years, the shelter has grown from a little cottage that was donated and moved to property leased from the city of Monroe to the current state-of-the-art shelter located at 5302 Desert Street in Monroe. The shelter features colony housing for the cats. That is, except for the new and sick ones that come in. All cats live in open area rooms in a home-like atmosphere. The optimal population of the shelter is around 50. The shelter was designed to hold that many cats. However, the shelter has around 70 now, and lots of animals, especially kittens, are in foster care, and the need is enormous. The answer to the cat overpopulation is spaying and neutering. But until that happens, there will be a huge need for a no-kill shelter such as River Cities. Back in 1989, the only no-kill shelter in this area had facilities for about 200 dogs, but only a tiny room for 10 to 15 cats and kittens. The shelter was operated by a local humane society in conjunction with the city of Monroe. A number of members of that society recognized there was a need for a bigger and better facility for the cats in the area. So they banded together to form the River Cities Humane Society. They raised money and got a 501c3 nonprofit status from the IRS. The shelter has been operating since 1991.
I'm Shelley McCullen, and I am co-founder of the River Cities Humane Society for Cats. This new facility is wonderful. We outgrew our old facility. We have a lot to offer here. This is a one-of-a-kind no-kill facility that specializes in cats and kittens. We meet their needs, and we help the public by taking in unwanted strays, and we get them fixed, we give them medical care, and then we adopt them out at a nominal fee.
Welcome to River Cities Humane Society for Cats. My name is Brooke Parker. I'm the shelter director here. To come and adopt a cat, we welcome them just to come into the shelter to visit with all the cats. We get a kind of a backstory of what they're looking for in a cat so we can match them up with the perfect cat for their family. The adoption fee is $60. That includes being up to date on shots, being spayed or neutered, dewormed and defleed every month. They kind of get to enjoy all the kitties while they're here and pick what would work best for their family.
Okay, if someone brought in a stray animal, what is the process? Do they come straight in? Are they on a waiting list? What happens?
A lot of times we work off a waiting list because our shelter fills up very quickly because we're the only no-kill cat shelter in Northeast Louisiana. But whenever a new kitty comes in, we do a thorough examination to make sure they're healthy, they don't have any injuries or wounds, anything like that. We also do testing for the feline leukemia and AIDS, and their appropriate vaccinations, the deworming, the defleeing. Then we'll put them in our quarantine room for a period of 7 to 10 days while we have them spayed or neutered and make sure they're healthy and ready for adoption. From the observation room, they will go to one of our adoption rooms. We have a boys room, a girls room, and a kitten room. So whichever room is appropriate, they will go into one of our open community cat rooms where they kind of get to run free and hang out with the other cats. And we also have a little kitty door so they can go in and out on our enclosed patios.
So give us a quick little tour of the shelter, if you don't mind.
This is our observation room where all of our new kitties come when they first come in, where we can observe all of our new occupants to make sure they're healthy before we put them up for adoption.
We are in our observation room.
And this is Willa, one of our special needs kittens available for adoption. She has hypothyroidism, which controls the thyroid and growth hormones in all cats. And since she doesn't have that working for her, we have to supplement it with thyroid treatment. She takes a pill twice a day, which she takes very well. When she first came in, she was very, very underweight for her age. She was 6 months old and she only weighed 2 pounds, about the size of an 8-week-old kitten. Since we've had her on thyroid treatment, she has blossomed. When she first came in, she could hardly walk without falling over. She couldn't even use the litter box without having trouble. But with treatment, she has gained 4 pounds. She is able to run and jump and play like all the rest of the kittens, and she really is no different than any of the other guys. She'll kind of always remain in this kind of kitten-like state, looking very kitten-like, but she needs a home. We had to do a lot of fundraisers to help with her treatment, the cost of the blood work, to figure out what was wrong with her. We've done several fundraisers to be able to care for her on a monthly basis. But she's also one of the special needs kittens that we're able to care for, that if she had gone to another shelter would have probably been put to sleep. Hi, this is our boys' room. As you can see by our blue walls, we'll come in and meet some of our boys. We are in the boys' room, although this is a female, Leela. She's 7 years old. She's been spayed and declawed. She was rescued from a domestic violence situation. She and her sister Raja came in several months ago, and they are both available for adoption. They're very sweet and love to be held and brushed and petted. When you're looking for a cat to adopt, Leela would be a very good one to look into. She's very sweet, well-mannered. She loves attention and being brushed, as you can see. She's also front declawed and has been spayed and up to date on all her shots. And we deflea them and deworm them every month. This beautiful kitty here is Leela's sister. They both came in because of a domestic violence situation. She is available for adoption. She's 7 years old. She's been spayed and declawed. She is very vocal. She likes to rub around your legs and feet, and she also likes temptations very much. So if you are looking for a nice, well-mannered kitty for your home, Raja is definitely the kitty for you. And black cats are also harder to adopt out in the shelter situation, just because of different superstitions, or they just don't show up as well in pictures and things like that. But black cats are wonderful cats, and everybody should own a mini panther. The advantages of adopting an older cat are that their personalities are already well established, so what you see is what you get. Also, you're giving them a second chance. The kittens will always get adopted, but the older cats, they have a harder time. And cats can live up to 20 years, so Raja only being 7, she's only, she's in her prime right now, so she's got a lot of love left to give. So don't rule out an older cat when you're looking to adopt.
My buddy Jared, we were just looking to adopt a cat, and we came in and we found this little guy with his half ear, and we just decided right away that this was going to be the one we take home today.
And why did you choose River City's shelter over any other shelter?
Because I've heard a lot of good things about River City, and a couple of my friends have gotten some cats from here before, and we didn't want to go anywhere else.
We were just, hanging around on a Sunday, and we just thought we'd come in. We always came here when we were little, and we thought we'd look, and we ended up finding the cat that we wanted.
And what made you choose this cat?
It's just sweet. Most cats are, sometimes they bite you and scratch you, but this one just immediately attached to us, kind of stuck with us.
As you can see from the pink walls, this is our girls' room, so let's go in and meet a few.
Thanks to Boyd next to me, he is in love with cats, so we came about 5 years ago to adopt our cat that we have at home now. And Boyd likes to frequently visit the kittens here and come play with them.
So tell us about this kitten you have right here.
Boyd, tell her this kitten's name.
Leader.
This is Leader. And Leader was actually one of 5 kittens, and 2 of the brothers and sisters were adopted by one family, and then another family came and adopted 2 brothers and sisters, so now Leader is left all alone.
And tell us about fostering.
Fostering is something that we are interested in doing. If you're not sure that you're ready for a full-time cat or kitten, you can foster a cat and help out when they come in and they're too young to really have a room of their own. You can take them home and anywhere from feeding them milk by a bottle to just keeping care of them until they can be adopted out.
So why should someone come and adopt a cat from River Cities? What makes them different than the other shelters?
Well, we love it here, and we love the staff here, very helpful and friendly. They're always welcoming to let us come in here and let Boyd play with the cats and kittens. Of course, when you get a cat or a kitten from here, you're not only helping to provide another place, another space that could be available to help a kitten, but also it's coming with all of its shots. It's going to be spayed or neutered, which is excellent. And, just to help with your community. And donating in any way possible is what we also like to do.
So tell me about your cat at home, Boyd, that you adopted from here about 5 years ago.
Cicely.
And what did you rename her?
Puddin'.
We love our cat that we adopted very much. And actually, we were huge dog people before all this began. So having a cat and having Boyd loving to come here for the cats and kittens, it's brought a whole new meaning to the love of kittens for us. We are now a cat family, and we enjoy that.
So do your cats and dogs get along?
They do, but the cats always seem to be the dominant one in our family. The dogs tends to kind of stay back from the cat. So we have not had a problem with that.
So anyone coming to adopt that may have some dogs shouldn't worry about blending a cat with their dogs.
I don't think so. I think it all depends on the temperament of the dog. And of course we have a lab, so she creeps up to see the cat and the cat will look at her and she kind of eases back. But no, it was not a problem at all. We kind of eased them into that and it's worked fine for us.
This is Sabri. She is a 3-month-old kitten. She's one of our newer rescues. She came in last week with obvious vision impairment. We took her to the vet. They let us know she had eyelid agenesis, which means she was born without eyelids, and they were malformed, so a lot of the hair was rubbing against her corneas, causing a lot of irritation and vision problems. They did a little surgery to remove some of the hairs that were causing her pain and vision problems, and she seems to be doing much better now. Other than some eye medication, she probably won't need anything special. She may need another surgery or 2 to help with her vision, but she is just one of the many that River Cities is able to help every year that would normally be put down in a kill shelter. Now it's time to go meet some of our kittens.
I just really like cats, and I think they're really sweet, and I actually have a cat myself.
Are you looking to adopt today?
Yes.
What about this cat you have in your hand?
I think I might have to. She's really sweet.
And why did you choose to come to River Cities today instead of any of the other shelters?
Because I think like cats that have been rescued need homes too, and they need a second chance.
These are 2 of our sweet babies that were fostered from 4 weeks old. They were found on the side of the road. This is Nora and Nina. We have dedicated foster parents that take the little ones in for us and get them very well socialized and acclimated, and so they can kind of grow up until they're big enough to come back into the shelter. And these girls came back in not too long ago, and as you can see, they have very big personalities and are looking for a wonderful inside home. When you're looking to adopt, if you're looking for a kitten or adult, you want to look at all the cats to kind of see their personalities and what's best going to fit into your household. If you have young children and that sort of thing, a kitten may be a better option because they're more energetic and would be more willing to play with the kids. But if you're looking for something a little more laid back, maybe you're not home as much, an older cat may be a better option, one that's kind of more laid back and more suited to your needs.
We were in a little house that had been donated, an old house up off the ground, had been donated. It was run down, kind of dilapidated. Did the best we could with it. It was over by the airport, so it was the middle of nowhere. And now we are in the heart of Monroe. Beautiful building, beautiful, more rooms that we can separate the cats. It's got a hospital, it has an isolation room, it's got yards for them to play in, so it's a lot nicer. We have room to expand, and that's what we're looking to do in the near future. The public can help with an expansion by donating $50. If they donate $50, they will get a paw print painted on our wall, and it will be either a memorial or in honor of just whatever that donator wants to give. They want to memorialize a pet or a person, they could do that. First got involved with River Cities when I was 19, the summer before veterinary school. I got a job during the summer, first time I'd ever been around cats, and I fell in love with the shelter and the cats and the people.
Waiting list is people that have kittens or adult cats that they need to find a home for. They have a stray outside that they're feeding or something like that that they need to try to find a home for. Or they don't want to just bring it, they want it taken care of. They don't want it just euthanized or killed at a high kill shelter. They want it placed where it would be placed in a good family. It's very important that the community support the facility because this is the main way or the main shelter for these cats, and we are helping with the overpopulation problem. We get every cat is spayed or neutered. They're vaccinated. It helps prevent disease.
I joined the board of River Cities Humane Society a year ago, and I had been familiar with River Cities and their mission to provide care for animals, not only healthy cats and kittens, but those that were sick and needed more attention. So a couple of the board members who were already in place asked if I would join the board to help satisfy that mission.
How important is River Cities to the community?
To the community, it is extremely important because we don't have any other facility that can house cats and care for them in the situation that we can at River Cities. With the building that we have and the staff that we have, we can provide a home base for about 30 cats, and then we can also put about 30 cats in foster homes. So we can do so much for the cats of the community. The other shelters in the community are not cat exclusive, so River Cities is, just set apart from everybody else because we can be cat exclusive and provide the care that they need.
From a medical standpoint, tell us about the care that the cats receive at River Cities.
So the cats receive outstanding care with 2 veterinarians on the board and with the help of all the local veterinarians. These cats are treated for any illnesses that they may have, and then they are spayed, neutered, and vaccinated before they are adopted. So we can provide everything that they need before they get into their forever homes.
And where do these cats come from?
Oh, the cats come from all over the community. A lot of them are abandoned. Some people have to give up ownership of cats. Some people find stray kittens that they bring in, and we can provide the service of taking those cats in and caring for them with the help of financial help from the community.
I've always been a cat person. I have 4 at home right now, and River Cities has always been special. I had some family members that were instrumental in starting it, and it's just a very good cause. We need more people to be involved.
What makes River Cities different from any other shelter?
River Cities is a no-kill shelter, and so once your cat gets in here, it's good. River Cities has garage sales to help raise money to use at the shelter. We are always looking for household items, anything other than clothes or electronics. But, we have this twice a year over in West Monroe, and we do take donations here at the shelter, or there are board members that you can call and they can arrange pickup for you.
What about the supplies for the shelter? If someone wants to donate some of the supplies, what does the shelter need on a daily basis?
Daily basis, cat litter. Go through quite a lot every day. Also, trash bags, the large 33-gallon trash bags. Bleach, disinfectant, Lysol spray and wipes. As far as cleaning supplies, what you would use in your house. River Cities would love to have a donation. Volunteering, it saves lives. It also gets the word out to the community, what River Cities does. River Cities is now on Sunday afternoons at PetSmart from 2 to 4, and we bring our cats, sometimes kittens, and we can adopt straight through there. River Cities now is open Wednesdays and Thursdays from 1 to 6 p.m., Friday and Saturday 1 to 5, and Sunday 2 to 5. They are closed on Mondays and Tuesdays now.
I've been supporting them for a number of years. My mom did, and I can always remember her sending a check to the shelter, and so I've been trying to financially support them and volunteering for garage sales and donating and doing whatever I can do. We need all the help we can get. We're a no-kill shelter, and we don't receive any kind of government or federal funding. It's strictly volunteers and strictly donations from people that care about animals. We need people to volunteer with the shelter because we have way too many cats for the number of people that do volunteer. We have so many foster parents out there who have cats and kittens that they take because the shelter just can't accommodate them all. It's not a big thing, really, if you've got an extra room, if you can take a mama cat and some babies and just let them stay there for a few weeks, let them get to where they're a little bit older, then we can bring them here and we can adopt them. But I said the shelter just can't accommodate them all at the same time.
So if someone was interested in becoming a foster parent, what would they need to do?
Contact one of us on the board or come out to the shelter and fill out an application, and that's pretty much it. I mean, we do check our applicants and we make sure that the cats are going to a safe home before we just give the cat out to someone.
River Cities has an account with Amazon Smile, and if you order from Amazon, you can use the link to the River Cities account and they get donations off what you buy, and it costs you nothing. But they also have an account where you can purchase supplies, the cat litter, and they will get it to River Cities.
This little baby, her name is Tama, aka Mama, aka Llama, and she was actually my second cat to adopt from the Humane Society. My first cat was named Littlefoot. He was a orangish cat with kind of some yellowish to him, and I decided to actually adopt from them again because it was just a really great experience the first time. They helped me out a lot. They let me kind of roam through and see all the other cats and kind of interact with them and get to know some of them. And also, like I was telling them out there, a lot of the biggest thing was, it's $60 to adopt a cat. But what people don't realize is that it comes with shots, and not only that, but if they're too young, you can bring them back later and they'll spay and or neuter it for you. And I mean, that's just one of the biggest helps, like I said, because if you just go get a cat from one of your neighbors or whatever, you still got to get it shots, you still got to get it spayed, and that can end up costing over $200. So that definitely is part of the adoption process that helped me a lot.
Hi, this is my cat, Timey. She was adopted back in December by me from River Cities Humane Society. When I first got her, she had a back, broken rear leg, and radial nerve damage in her front paw. And her leg has healed up nicely, and we just got her leg amputated. And she's doing well.
What does this cat mean to you?
Oh, she means everything to me. She's brought a lot of love and laughter into our house, and has also brought my other cat out of his shell. And now he's much more active and loving now that I have her with me.
Tell us about the River Cities Humane Society.
The workers really love the cats, and you can tell that they're very passionate about what they do with River City Humane Society. And the cats, that mean a lot to them, and to be able to have such an awesome no-kill shelter here in Monroe is really a great quality of our city.
In the shelter, we have about 5 volunteers on a regular basis that have been a great asset to the shelter.
How important are volunteers?
Volunteers are very, very important. They help spread awareness. They help us here in the shelter as well as at fundraisers and other events.
I just started coming up here every now and again. I go to school at ULM, and during the day it's kind of crazy, so I love cats and I just need a little bit of cat therapy.
Why is it important to volunteer?
It's important to volunteer because we need the money so that we can help out the kittens, that we are able to have supplies, we're able to get fosters, and just being able to have enough space so that we can take care of them.
I have been volunteering here for a little over a year, and my duties are varied. It depends on what needs to be done day by day, anything from sweeping to bottle feeding kittens.
What does the shelter mean to you?
It's a special place. It's like family. Once you get in here and you get involved with the animals and the other volunteers, it's just a special place, and I love coming here.
Oh, the people here are so wonderful. They just make you feel welcome, and you feel like you're doing such a good thing for not only the cats but for the community. And even though some of our stuff we do is not very glamorous, we just love doing it.
I feel happy when I come here, and I feel happy when I leave. And I feel like volunteering here has made me realize the extent of the animal problem, the overpopulation, and just how much people care. It's given me faith in humanity again.
I've been a volunteer for a little over a year, and I started out doing just things here at the shelter and then got more and more involved because I could see the need. Now I do a lot of the transportation, taking the kittens and cats back and forth to the vet to be spayed or neutered, which is something that has to be done. No cat leaves this shelter without being spayed or neutered.
Why do you continue to volunteer?
Because it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing for the community. It's the right thing for this organization. It's very much needed. People just don't realize how much we need to be taking care of these animals.
River Cities Humane Society is excited to be voted again this year for the best nonprofit organization. The Best of the Delta is an annual event presented by the Delta Style magazine, and it recognizes and awards local businesses with the title of Best in the Delta in their respective categories based on nominations and votes cast by the people of Northeast Louisiana. This prestigious award is wonderful for River Cities Humane Society because it brings awareness to the community and also lets everyone come and see exactly what we do for this community. We're very excited to have our second annual Tales at Twilight. This is our annual fundraiser that we have for River Cities Humane Society because we don't receive any funding from government or state agencies. So it will be held at Bayou Landing this year from 7 to 11 on October 8th. You can go to our website, www.rivercitiescats.org, for more information on that. You can also be a sponsor or a pet partner. Sponsorships go from $300 to $10,000 packages, and a pet partner is $100, and you'll get your name on the website, the t-shirt, our Facebook, and we're just very excited about this event that we had for the first time last year. We raised a lot of money, and we hope to get bigger and better this year. To purchase tickets for this event, individual ticket is $60, couples are $100, so you get a little break on that, and then tables for 8 is $500. At our event, Tales at Twilight, we're going to have dinner, dancing, a silent auction. It's a lot of fun, so come out and have a great time with us at Bayou Landing on Saturday, October 8th, 2016.
Please visit our website for more information on how you can help by becoming a sponsor, donor, or volunteer. Please send your tax-deductible donation to River Cities Humane Society, 5302 Desirde Street, Monroe, Louisiana 71203. The website is rivercitiescats.org.